I'm sorry for having a big heart that doesn't make sense. I'm sorry that what I feel is loud and what I show is inconsistent. I'm sorry my words reach for you and my actions hesitate. And somehow those two things cancel each other out. I know how confusing that is. I know how unfair it looks. I know how easy it is to read me as careless, or worse, calculated. And I'm ashamed to admit this, but this is just how I am. Not because I don't try to be different, not because I don't see the damage, I sometimes do, but because changing myself to fit a shape that isn't mine feels like betrayal. I wouldn't recognize myself. I wouldn't respect myself. I would hate myself even more than I already do. It's a lose-lose. You know, stay the same and hurt people without meaning to, or change completely and hollow myself out until there's nothing left worth loving. No matter what I choose, I'm still the bad guy in someone's story. And after a while, you start to believe that maybe that's all you're good at being. And I try to be good. God, I try. But I also think about it, and then I overthink. I replay conversations until they lose all meaning. I practice saying the right thing in my head only to freeze when it actually matters. And when it goes wrong, because it always seems to go wrong, that voice comes back. The one that doesn't sound good. The one that doesn't offer solutions. It says, just stop. You're useless. You only make things worse. It's a loop that digs at me. It knows exactly where to hit because it lives inside me. I fight it when I can. I really do. But I'm also tired of fighting myself every time I want to care. Because all I want, all I've ever wanted, is to show that I care in the only way I know how, which is quietly, and often imperfectly, without turning it into a performance. But I already know the outcome. I know how this usually ends. Ends in confusion, distance, or someone deciding I'm too much and not enough at the same time. So I stand there, holding everything in, watching myself hesitate, knowing that whatever I do next will probably be misunderstood. That's the part, or that's the tired pain no one sees. It's not heartbreak, not anger, just the exhaustion of constantly translating your heart into a language you don't speak fluently. I'm not asking to be excused. I'm not asking to be saved. I just need to say this out loud. I care, and I care deeply. I care even when it looks like I don't. And I'm so tired of hating myself for not knowing how to prove that in the way the world understands. Because that's what it always comes back to. Not a lack of love, not a lack of effort, but a failure to translate my heart into something acceptable. I live in a world that wants evidence, clear steps, constant behavior, neatly packed emotions. And I don't work like that. I never have. My care shows up unevenly, in pauses, in staying longer than I should, in silence that holds more weight than words ever could. I am so tired of apologizing for that. Tired of, tearing myself apart until there's nothing left but blame. I don't hate myself because I don't care. I hate myself because I care and can't make it land the right way. Because every time I try, it feels like I'm speaking a language no one else learned. So yeah, I'm tired. Especially tired of hating myself for being built this way. Tired of feeling like a failure for not performing love correctly. I'm tired of living in a world that measures care by visibility and calls everything quieter a lie. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know if I ever will. All I know is this. I care, even when it's misunderstood. Even when it costs me. Even when the only proof I have is the way it hurts to exist like this. And maybe that's not enough for the world. But it's everything I have.